If your computer sounds like a jet engine lately, it's probably not aging, it's your antivirus doing exactly what it's designed to do. The same software meant to protect you can quietly drag your performance every second it runs. But what no one tells you is that the slowdown is optional, and fixing it takes less than a minute. Heuristic scanning sounds like the kind of term that makes people mentally check out, and I get why. But it's also the reason your PC just lost all of its power and your fan suddenly went into full jet engine mode. So here's what's happening behind the scenes. Every time you open a file, launch a game, or install new software, your computer has to stop, pull out a massive checklist of known threats, and compare your file against it, again and again and again. It's like making your PC go through airport security for every single click. Now, modern cloud antivirus works differently. Instead of doing all the heavy lifting locally, your computer sends a quick fingerprint to powerful cloud servers, and they do that analysis, send it back for a yes or no answer, and your PC stays fast and responsive. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Safety Detectives, and if you want to stay secure without wrecking your performance, then you're in the right place. But first, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Okay, so when a company says cloud antivirus, they're not saying your files live in the cloud now, or that your PC is defenseless on its own. It just means that the heavy thinking doesn't happen locally on your machine anymore. Your computer becomes the lookout, not the actual bodyguard. It does all the fast and easy stuff locally, basic checks, obvious threats, things it already knows are safe. But the moment something looks unfamiliar, like a new file, weird behavior, or sketchy download, it phones home. That file's fingerprint, or what it's trying to do, gets sent to a massive cloud server that sees millions of threats just like this every single day. And those powerful systems then compare it against fresh data, machine learning models, and global attack patterns your PC could never keep up with on its own. Then your PC just gets a simpler answer back, safe or blocked. And the big win, your CPU isn't grinding through giant databases. Your storage isn't constantly being hammered, and your system isn't doing heavyweight scans every time you breathe near a file. And that's why modern cloud-based antivirus feels lighter, not because it's doing less, but because it's doing the smart work somewhere else. So if an antivirus is slowing your system down, the answer is not to just delete it and hope for the best. The solution is simply using the right kind of antivirus. Modern tools don't all work the same way anymore. Some are built to stay out of your way, others not so much. So let's run through popular options and why some of them feel light and some of them feel like you're fighting your PC. If you're looking for an antivirus that actually stays out of your way, then Bitdefender is usually the first one that most people land on, and that's not by accident. Bitdefender uses something called Photon. It sounds fancy, but the idea is simple. It watches how your system works, what hardware you're on, what apps you use all the time, and what files are already marked as safe. And once it learns those patterns, it stops rescanning the same stuff over and over again. And that's where a lot of that speed comes from. Now, when something new or suspicious shows up, Bitdefender relies on its cloud system to handle the heavy analysis rather than dumping that work on your CPU. Your PC does the quick checks, the cloud handles the deep stuff, and everything keeps moving. Even Bitdefender's free version plays by the same rule. You don't get all the extras, but the core protection is still lightweight, which is why it doesn't feel like it's constantly fighting your system. Bottom line, it offers strong protection without slowing your system down, and it stops rescanning things once it already knows they're safe. And this isn't just a PC issue. The same performance questions come up on phones, and we've tested how this approach holds up on Android separately. Now, Windows Defender is the one you're already using, whether you think about it or not. And to be fair, it's not bad. Defender is cloud connected by default, has low performance impact, and because it's built into Windows, it doesn't feel like extra weight on your system. And for basic threats, casual browsing, and everyday use, it gets the job done without slowing things down. But this is where it clearly stops short. Defender is a baseline, not a full toolkit. You don't get the same depth of behavior analysis, advanced ransomware protection, or fine-grained controls that you see in paid cloud solutions. It's designed to be good enough for everyone, but not great for anyone. So yes, if speed is your main concern, Defender is perfectly fine. But if you want stronger protection without extra slowdowns, then that's where tools like Bitdefender pull ahead. Also, if you're wondering whether Windows built-in protection is is good enough on its own, then that's something that we've actually done a full stress test on, so I'll link to that video down in the description if you want to learn more. Here's the thing that actually killed the antivirus ruins performance argument. Modern antivirus finally learned context. When you launch a game or open software, today's cloud-based tools don't just keep doing their thing in the background like nothing's happening. They back off, updates wait, heavy scans get postponed, and pop-ups don't jump you mid-match. Older antivirus software treated every moment the same. Idle desktop or ranked game, it didn't really matter. But newer ones understand the difference between I'm installing something sketchy and don't touch anything, I'm playing. That's why a lot of people are still mad at antivirus software for problems it no longer causes. They remember the old behavior, but the software has changed significantly. And honestly, the myths have stuck around longer than the actual slowdown did. And quick side note, if you're trying to stay protected without spending anything, then we've already broken down which free antivirus tools are actually worth using right now, and which ones just look good on paper. You can check out that video as well if you love freebies just as much as I do. So no, the solution isn't deleting your antivirus and rolling the dice. If your system feels slow, the problem usually isn't that you're protected, it's how you're protected. Heavy, old school scanning made sense years ago, but today it just wastes resources. Modern cloud-based antivirus does the exact opposite. It keeps the deep analysis off your machine, knows when to stay out of your way, and lets your hardware do what you actually bought it for. And that's the big shift here. Not less security, but smarter security. If you're thinking about switching, or you want to check out the options that we talked about today, then be sure to check out the links down in the description. We keep all of those updated with the latest deals and discounts so you don't end up paying full price for your protection. But that's it for this video. If it helped clear up why your PC felt slower than it should, then that's what we do here. We test security tools the way people actually use them in the real world and cut through the outdated advice so you don't have to. And if that sounds useful, then stick around. Again, be sure to hit subscribe, and if not, no worries, your antivirus will still be running quietly in the background. But as always, thank you so much for watching Safety Detectives, and we'll see you in the next video.